For the critters project, we created different critter classes. The critter classes include a bird class, a frog class, and a mouse class, also a turtle class and a wolf class. Each of these critters can move north, south, east, west, into the center, and all of these terms are constants in the program. The critters can only move when the simulator asks for a move. Every time a critter is asked to move, they are placed in an object of type critter info that will provide information about that particular critter. The critter info interface defines a set of methods for querying the state of a critter simulation.
So for all these classes that we made, they all use an array of north, east, south, and west. And for the bird class, to get the bird to move in random directions, we made the random int and we assigned it a random value between 0 and 3, so the length of the array, and that would be inputted as the index value for the array. And for the frog, we had an extra method, get direction, and that would just get a random direction. And to get the frog to keep moving in the same direction a certain amount of times, we had a integer variable of count, and we set that to 0. And every time the simulator asked for a move, the count would increase by 1. And we have this if statement over here that would pass a random direction to a new direction, and then it would pass that to the initial direction. So every time the count was divisible by 3, it would get a new direction, and every other time it wasn't divisible by 3, it would just keep outputting that same direction. And that's the same, that goes the same for the turtle as well. We just use the same code and modified how many times it's divisible by. And then the turtle, to get it to move in the box direction, we use an if statement and just a random variable n. So we had if n was equal to 0, then, or if n had the value of 3, then n would equal 3. And if not, then n would count down until it hits 0 again, and then it would loop back to 3. And then a switch statement that would take that value of n, and it would determine if it's south, west, north, or east, and then return that value to the array index up here. And then the mouse is a little simpler. We just had a count, and every time it asked for a direction, it would increase the count by 1. And if that count was even, then it would output north. And if that count was odd, it would output west. And then for the wolf class, we decided to just put everything together and have that same if loop again, and it would change directions every 4 turns, and it would get a random direction. Every 4 turns, it would either be north or west, and every 8 turns, it would either be east or west, and every 4 turns, it would be north or south. And to run this, it would look something like that.